obviously, one of the points that he was making was that guys, he was addressing the male loneliness crisis, and he was explaining why men don't approach women anymore. Check it out.
Social media contributes to and profits from young men's growing social isolation, boredom, and ignorance, with the deepest pocketed firms on the planet trying to convince young men that they can have a reasonable facsimile of life on a screen. Many grow up without acquiring the skills to build social capital or create wealth. The statistics are insane. Like 45% of men 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person.
Never asked a woman out in person. And what they're up against, think about it. You could largely describe America right now as a giant bet on AI. 10 companies have driven all the growth in GDP, are responsible for 77% of the earnings growth. Our economy literally rests on 10 companies now, often referred to as the Magnificent 10. And they do several things, but quite frankly, they're in the business of enragement, polarization, and then sequestering young people from all other activities.
And that's only getting worse given where AI is going. I mean, with like, agents and chatbots who are, sexually clad anime type figures chatting with young men.
Well, it starts pretty innocent. When you use AI, have you noticed the prompts that are almost irresistible at the end? Let me put this in a series of tweets.
Right.
Before you know it, you're 3 hours deep. But effectively, these companies have attached the entire economy and literally trillions of dollars to trying to get people to, or trying to convince young people, specifically young men who are more susceptible, because quite frankly, their prefrontal cortices isn't as developed, to try and convince them they can have a reasonable facsimile of life online. Why?
All right, I'm just going to leave it right there for now because we might explore another aspect of what he was saying. Most men have never approached a woman in real life.
I watched that guy, the white guy, not the what's his
Galloway.
name? Yeah, I watched him. He for an hour and a half. He was on Diary of a CEO. Yep. And he said that one reasoning behind that, I think we talked about this before, is that like guys are like more health conscious and they don't drink as much. Thus, they don't have that encouragement or liquid encouragement to talk to women. Was one of the reasons that he gave. That's it. Period.
So you think that guys aren't approaching women because they aren't as liquored up as they used to be?
I think that's one of the contributing factors. Yes, because I would assume that most women are getting approached in like social settings where there's liquor involved, and of course, if men are drinking, they're more apt to run their mouth. And he's like, they came from this dude. I guess this is what this dude does, and I was like, when he said it,
he does.
When he said it, I was like I never thought about it that way, but it makes sense.
Kim, why don't you think that most men have never approached a woman before?
I think men are softer and women are harder. Like, why would you want to? I think there's a lot of women that really want to publicly humiliate men.
And a lot of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, whether they do it online or they do it in person, they just get loud, embarrassing this man for thinking that they're attractive. And again, like I was saying earlier, men are now saying like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to say this, but you're pretty." So there's something that they're dealing with. And just like Slimmy was saying, that he put hard eyes and the girl flipped out and was telling everybody that he's trying to be with her or whatever. Like, I just think that people don't really want to deal with that. And like I said, they're softer. Women are just harder.
All right, I got you. Molly, what are your thoughts on most men never having ever approached women today?
I don't think they really have to. Everything is like they're always online and behind screens, and everything is so easy to access. They don't have to put in the work. I really think that's it. They don't, and not only that, you have so many women making things a little bit easier as far as dating sites or DMs. Men don't have to take risks.
I
They
think
don't
I
have the
think
confidence in themselves to take risks because they're just like Kimberly said, they're softer. They don't want to get rejected. They don't have any confidence in that age group. And it's kind of sad, but uh, nobody wants to get off of their phones and from behind their screen. So what do you do? Every more people are comfortable in interacting virtually. So I think just deal with it. Either get out there and learn how to talk like humans and be social, or be lonely, get you an AI girlfriend. Keep talking to OnlyFans girls and having parasocial relationships. Like, what you gonna do? You gotta make a choice.
well, I think it comes to a point in time where like this is real life. Like real life is online, and this is where we are in 2025. And you can't just say do other shit that we did 50 years ago. Like
Why
it's
not?
too.
They don't have us
It's too.
locked up in our
It's
houses
well. I'm
though.
just saying it's 2025 now. It's not 50 years ago. Like I'm sure if it was 50 years ago and they had the internet, it would look the same.
But humans still have the same ancient brains that we've always had. Our brains have not changed. The times have because of technology, but until our brains catch up, maybe we should do things like old-fashioned humans, because that's what we are at the end of the day. You can try to be modernized all you want. It doesn't, evolution is still, we haven't caught up. So go out and talk to people and be social. Build up some testosterone. You can't do that sitting behind a screen. Everything is instant gratification. You don't have to work for nothing. Men are supposed to work and take action. Society has made things so easy and so comfortable, and now y'all are lonely.
Well, if it's so easy or so long,
And women are so easy to get now, so why are y'all so lonely?
well, that's a question I'm asking you. Like you're saying it's so easy, then why was all these niggas lonely? You tell me.
Yeah, it's no confidence. But that's something that kind of got to be, I really think that kind of comes from like male influences.
Slimmy. Most men, according to this study and Scott Galloway, have never approached a woman before. Why do you think that is?
The internet. It's that simple. They was raised on the internet. They ain't never been outside. They don't go outside. They sit on their phone like this. That's all they do. Why would you? How could you talk to a woman if you when you go to a function, you got your phone in your hand.
Hmm.
You in the phone the whole time. You're not even looking at the girls. You in your phone looking at girls in your phone that you can't see in real life. She's standing right there. I literally seen this video. This was the most craziest video I ever seen in my life.
That's crazy to say.
These dudes are at a concert. It's two dudes standing next to each other. It's a woman standing 5 feet away from them. This dude is in his phone looking at.
I already know what you're gonna say.
He looking at her in his phone, and he's like, "Oh, I love her so much. I love her. She's right there. I'm looking at her right now." He never approached her. He never said nothing to her. He kept looking at her in the phone. He didn't even look to where she was at. It's so bizarre how people are now, man. Human interaction is being cut off, and it's with intention. It's with all intentions. Like
What do you mean it's with intention, Sonny?
everything is to keep humans from being human and being around each other. It's gonna be to a point where you're gonna put on a helmet and you're gonna be having sex. You're gonna have sex with a virtual device.
Niggas
They
can't
already
wait.
there.
No, not quite. Not quite. Like, but too close. And people are gonna be satisfied with that and not ever going out and meeting real human beings interacting with real human beings, actual human touch. Human touch is going to be obsolete in 50 years because people want fucking robots to control everything. They are just going with the flow of this AI shit, going with the flow of sleeping with a doll, falling in love with a doll, falling in love with some computer entity that's not real. People are really going for this shit. So it's cool to not have real interactions with actual people. It's cool to sit at a function in your phone the whole time. And it's really not. Like, that shit is lame. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when we was at the meetup, I barely saw people in their fucking phones. Unless they was
Oh yeah,
recording.
that's because the shit actually be going up though. It be
Yeah.
different.
Because man, and first off, I think if somebody was in their phone for too long, somebody would probably say something to them like, "You ain't enjoying this party? It's lit."
Yeah, it do be lit.
Like, so it's like, where are we going as human beings? What are we really living for if you don't want to meet people in real life? They got these things now where cashiers are going to be obsolete because the shopping cart. They got these shopping carts coming out where you could just pay for it right on the shopping cart. There ain't gonna be no cashiers. You just check out and leave.
You can do that now.
I would say they already have that.
But I'm saying it's about to be like everywhere, where it's only gonna be people there to stock the shelves.
If
Shit is
that.
crazy. They are allowing robots to take over and limit human interaction. So you won't feel guilty about something that you just see on TV because you don't feel it. It doesn't bother you. That's all this shit is. It's programming you for a way rougher time when robots lead the way. Man, go out
Just
and meet somebody. Go out and meet somebody. Shake somebody's hand. Give somebody a hug. Like, it sound primitive. It sound corny, but man, meet people, man. Seriously, meet
be the
people.
last of a dying breed, bro.
Yeah, don't take this shit for granted, man. Don't take this shit for granted. These are the last of real human days we got.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, Skynet is right around the fucking corner. It's way closer than you think. Way closer than you think. Yep.
Carrie, Scott Galloway. I'm pretty sure you might have missed the clip.
No, I was listening.
Most men have never approached a woman in their lifetime. Why do you think that is?
For that age range, I think it's a lot of what everybody has said so far. I think that vocabulary plays a part. Like a lot of these kids and young adults, their words are abbreviations and like it's just I don't know if you listen to some kids talk, one they speak fast and they're like choppy. So I can only imagine what that turns into by the time you're 18, 19, 20. Um, what are they doing with their time when they're 16, 17? Like what is the social scene when they're 15, 14, and 15? What has the social scene been all along the way? Like when I was growing up, we had little Pop Warner parties, and I mean we talked in school, but we had Pop Warner parties and dances, and there were plenty of opportunities for you to interact with one another. Like what's the built-in situation for people to get those types of interactions now if you're not intentional? Kids are not going to schools in their neighborhoods, so a lot of kids end up getting driven to school. They don't, so like the social scene is just totally different, which puts them on gadgets, the internet, gaming systems, even more so. So the interaction, like somebody said, a lot of it is already happening online. And then women are more masculine. Women are more intimidating than ever before. What I don't know what guys are doing in terms of like, man, just go over there. Like I don't know what the equivalent of that is anymore. And then you have men who will call guys simps for talking to women. Like we just had a conversation about should you compliment a woman? So are men supporting men talking to women, or are men clowning men for talking to women? So there's that. Then you like there's like
I feel
five,
like you
six,
do.
I,
I
I,
seven
feel like you're
different
throwing a shot.
components.
I think
No, no,
that's a
I'm not
stranger thing.
I'm not throwing a shot. What I'm saying is there's like all of these different factors that to me play into this. Like I look at this similar to if you were to ask me like what causes diabetes or heart disease or Alzheimer's, I
Sugar,
would say it's not one thing. It's like multiple things.
sugar.
So no, that's not the only thing. I think that this is a culmination of multiple things happening. And again, the age range that he mentioned, he said between 18 and I think 25. So they're right out of the high school age. They're right out of their teen years. What's
This
happening
is
during those years?
this is giving me vibes of how I used to feel like my dad when he used to tell me stuff like we sound like a bunch of old people just talking about young people, and this is like what they are, and it's not going to change. Like times are changing, and we just sound like old people that don't want to let the times change. Is what the vibes that I'm getting from everybody. Like it is what it is. Technology
Well,
is a thing. Embrace it. This is what it looks like, and we just sound like a bunch of old people that's immune to change.
No.
no,
See,
no.
it change occurred, but human interaction didn't cease. Human
And he
interaction didn't
asked.
cease.
Well,
Sorry.
and he. No, you're good. He asked like what our thoughts are about it. So
No,
I don't think
I agree.
any.
I'm listening. I'm just saying this is like the vibe. Like what I'm thinking. I said we sound just like a bunch of old people. Like I can remember my grandparents and my parents telling me, "You young kids doing this, y'all do this and y'all do that," and be like, "It's 2000 now. Like this is what we do."
But we're hold on, wait. But we're not grandparents.
Speak for yourself.
Jeez.
Well, and maybe it did need to be talked about more. Maybe some people would have benefited from more conversations happening about why we were the way we were, as opposed to not more like them. I don't know. So
Yeah,
It's it's
but we weren't devoid of like talking to people and speaking to people. It wasn't a social issue that our grandparents was worried about. They were worried about more so people using drugs and shit like that, and maybe the way they was worried about totally different shit, man. Like when you just like, oh, you need to keep up with the times. It was, man, I'm not reading the newspaper, like shit like that. But this shit is totally different, man. Like these motherfuckers aren't doing regular human being shit.
it's
I guess,
restructuring their
It's
brains though. It's
2025
restructuring their
regular human.
brain.
It's
but
2025
but I
regular human.
guess the thing that I'm wondering is, let's talk about the OGs and shit like that. Was they wrong though? You know what I'm saying? Like, was they wrong for calling out some of the bullshit that was happening? And I
No,
remember OGs actually playing a role
no.
and being influential in the things that we did. My OGs pushed me to go up and talk to women.
I
yeah,
think this whole this whole simp thing is like a stranger thing. Like friends don't call friends simps. You call a stranger a simp. Like I've never called anyone of my friends a simp. They've never called me a simp. This is you
That's
call this the
because,
niggas you don't know.
your friend, apparently you and your friends act kind of gay, because I never really I never understood that, how people say that. Nigga, that's what we did. We capped on each other. We Jones on each other.
What do you mean we're gay? What do you mean, my friends? I just told you, like, my friends don't call each other simps. What does that have to do with that?
We capped on each other. We joked on each other. If you were scared of women, we called you out and we said, "Oh, nigga, you scared of the hoes."
We don't do that.
Like,
We just talk to women. Like, I don't know what that has to do with being gay.
Wait, so at the end of the
I think if my group of friends
hold
went
on,
out with
hold on.
your group of friends, we'd
Hold
get
on,
more
hold on, hold
hoes
on.
than your group of friends. I can
Hold on.
1000%
oh
say
man,
that would happen.
oh
I
man.
would
Because
1000%.
because the gay part is that y'all scared to actually call each other out on the bullshit. Number one.
We don't have
And
bullshit.
number two,
What does being gay have to do with calling
and
people out on bullshit?
number two, you not a young nigga.